Hello everyone, Sabertooth here and Zimbardi with Full Force Gaming, and we're going to be showing y'all the Hangar module for Star Citizen. I have the MISC Freelancer with the business Hangar module, and Zimbardi, you have the...
I have the Origin JumpWorks 315p Explorer with the discount hangar.
So we might get to check that one out a little later. I can borrow my brother's to take a look at it, but we'll see. Okay, so one of the first things that strikes everyone when they look at the hangar is the level of detail. I mean, just they've put a lot of hard work into it, and I think the game is really coming along.
It's also nice to just see like individual labels. You look, and they're not just. It's not just blurry. It's all written out. You can read everything that's in the hangar. It's really nice.
Yeah, you can zoom
See
in.
that much detail.
They have like the working elevators. In the business hangar, they have a little like, I don't know what it would be called. Almost like a little holo terminal where it shows ships, weapons, and power. You can't use them yet, but I suspect that eventually in-game you'll be able to use those to kind of check on the status of your different items and stuff with your ship while in hangar. Also, what's cool with that is when you turn it on. Oh, when you turn it on, it turns the lights off in the hangar, which is pretty sweet. Okay.
And given that we are Star Wars fans, there will be a lot of Star Wars references in these videos.
Definitely. But I think there'll be a lot of references in all Star Citizen. I mean, it's kind of based off Star Wars, Star Trek, kind of that whole space genre. Yep. Also, currently they have about 3 different view modes. They have the first person, which I'm in now. They have the third person, which is kind of the back view, and if you hold the G key, you can actually turn where you can see kind of in all directions around your third person view. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the Freelancer. From looking on the outside, it has the 2 turrets on either side, and those of course will be able to be upgraded and changed once they have that released. Some different type of rockets, and then I don't know if you can see it from the floor, there's a turret on the top left. Oh, there we go, which is actually able to be crewed by a crew member. Okay, I really think the animation for walking up the steps is cool. I think currently the Freelancer is the only ship that the doors actually will close on currently, because they're still having some what would you call it, Zimbardi? Programming.
Performance issues?
Yeah, programming performance issues. Okay,
everyone has to remember, this is pre-alpha. This isn't even alpha, so there are a lot of bugs in everything in the game, so...
glitches.
This is... yeah, like, I'm in my hangar right now, I went up the stairs, and all of a sudden, my ship's not there. So, there are a ton of glitches in this, but hopefully, by the end, everything will get hammered out nice and smooth and steady.
Yep. And let's see, I have two cargo bays on my ship. I have a larger one on the back, and then kind of a smaller one in the middle between my 2 crew sections. The larger hangar, you can actually open the door on the back, which is pretty cool. And then you can actually go in and out of the back rather than using your stairs. Okay, let me show y'all the cockpit area. They kind of have it again, you can see the level of detail with the different items they have in the ship. What's interesting is the Freelancer on the website is listed as having 2 crew members, but in the ship there are 4 bunks and there are 4 chairs in the front. So I'm wondering if you'll be able to pick up even extra people or passengers besides just the two crew members. Okay. Once in the front, you can actually sit down currently, kind of get the controls. Fortunately, you can't fly anywhere yet, but you can kind of move them back and forth. You can look around, move it up and down, and then you can get a out view of the back and a front view by pressing the F1 key. So that's kind of cool. I think currently you can actually use both of the very front seats. The animations for sitting down are pretty nice also. There we are. I was reading on the forums there's some concern about the visibility on the front of the Freelancer, and I don't know. There might be, maybe not. You just kind of got to get used to it.
I think also a lot of the visibility issues will be solved through sensors and detection units and all that, like actual fighters. Because if you think about it, your visibility is limited in whatever fighter you're in, so that's why they use radar and all that sense. So it'll probably be similar to that.
Okay, now on the bottom of my ship there's this weird thing that almost looks like a turret. And I know there's a lot of speculations on the forums about that as well. I think from what I've gathered from reading and opinions and from some of the descriptions on the ship that it's a sensor, like an advanced sensor, but not exactly sure about that, so we'll have to wait and see what it does exactly. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. Other than that, I can't wait to actually fly this thing.
It's the dogfighting module can't come soon enough, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think about the end of the year is when they said that'll come out. So, Zimbardi, with your ship, what is probably the coolest thing on it so far that you like?
Just the whole thing in general, just to be able to pull the ramp down, get in, and get in the seat. It's probably not, it's nowhere as big as a Freelancer is, but it's a nice, comfortable size. You know, you're able to get in, inspect everything, and the 315 Explorer is an exploration model. It's not particularly designed for combat, so I'm hopefully going to be out in deep space, exploring, and investigating new areas. It's going to be really awesome.
Yeah, exploring, I'm really looking forward to that. I'll do some trading, but I think just that going into deep space and discovering new things and new places is going to be really fun. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us, and I hope y'all like the look at the Freelancer. It's possible I might get a look at the 300i. I'll have to see if I can borrow my brother's account to do that. But for now, I hope y'all enjoy the Hangar module, and I'm looking forward to the actual game coming out in 2015. So it's still a while away, but we'll have a lot of fun between now and then with their different updates.